found. We are the lucky ones. Victory in battle runs. Every unlock, every twist. Champions by iron wrists. Flashing like the rolling thunder. Wrestling things that pull us under. We don't break, we stand our ground. In the silence, hear our sound. Sweat and grit, a battle cry. Looking fear right in the eye. Biceps blazing rivalry. Strength and grit, our legacy. We are the lucky.
Welcome to the Lucky Ones podcast. I'm your host, Lucky Wood, and tonight we are celebrating once again the Queen of the Table that is happening April 11th in London, Ontario. I think is how that works. Canada. I'm in Canada. And so I am joined by some of the fantastic ladies who are rocking it out in the 160 plus class. So I'm super excited for that because all these ladies are going to go head to head and start those wheels turning on what you think these predictions are going to be, because I guarantee you there's a 50-50 chance you'll be wrong. So starting off, we have Miss Kathy Facey representing the great country of Canada. Welcome back, ma'am.
Hello.
Next to her, returning as well, we have Martha Swick in the house. So
Hey, everybody.
hello.
Hello.
And at the bottom, we have from Alabama herself, Miss Amanda Dyer, who is also returning to the show. And then next to her is Mattie Walker, the monster. We are so happy to have her on the show for, I think this is the third time. So she's the trifecta. So welcome back.
Hello.
Hello. So ladies, thank you so much for hopping on with us tonight. I'm super excited. I just got done watching East versus West, which was awesome. No spoilers, but I had a really fun time with that. And so I'm really hyped up on the energy of that awesome event and gearing into this next awesome event that's going to happen on April 11th. It's just kind of making my blood boil a little with excitement. So how are y'all feeling now? I believe we are officially 7 weeks out from the round robin. So how are we feeling? Amanda, I'll let you start. Uh-huh. Oh, shoot. We can't hear you.
Uh-oh.
No, wait. Heard you there.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good. I'm getting excited and looking forward to it.
Nice. Kathy?
Yeah, very excited. I've just been sort of focusing on the Arnold's next week, and then after that, focus more on training, endurance, I guess, for this event. Yeah.
Awesome. Martha, are you joining us for the Arnold's this year?
Yes, I will be at the Arnold. So again, yeah, similar to Kathy, I've been focusing on that. It's you always have to look at what's immediately in front of you, of course, but then you've got the context of everything else surrounding it. So it's really a busy, for me, March, April, May. It's been kind of a nice break for a few months, and then March, April, and May are going to be pretty busy. So yeah, it's an eye on Arnold, but everything else in the periphery too.
Definitely. Mattie?
I'm excited. It's going to be fun. Good time. Can't wait to meet everyone in person because we've been all texting for months. So it's going to be exciting.
Definitely. So when you look at something like this round robin, I know two of you have done them before. And then Mattie, have you done a round robin before?
No, this will be my first one.
Right. And then Kathy, this will be your first one as well. Or did you do the one in Canada?
No, this will be kind of my first one too. So yeah.
Perfect. So are you guys getting advice from people, or are you just kind of just training like stamina, or like when you're looking at your training like regimen, how are you approaching the round robin versus like a tournament? Or are you just kind of just like, I'm gonna do what I do? There's no wrong answer.
I've definitely, like, personally, I've been training a lot more stamina, and I'm pretty slow off the start, so my ready goes. But yeah,
Yeah, that's
That's
always
one.
important, isn't it? That's always an
Yeah.
important thing, no matter the tournament or the style, you know.
For sure.
Mhm. Yeah.
Definitely. So when you've got, hang on, let me see. I need to think. Did that work? I think that worked. Oh, now there's another one. Hang on. There we go.
Hello, can you
Okay.
hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Sorry. Okay. Is it my turn to answer? Sorry.
Oh, it is your turn to answer.
Glitch out. What was the question?
No, you're good. What's your training been like? Like, are you training a different way, or are you just kind of like, this is what works for me in arm wrestling, so this is how I'm gonna attack it?
It's definitely been different. I've never trained for anything like this before. So a lot of endurance, a lot of everything. I don't want to give up too many secrets, but
For sure,
just
for
being
sure.
ready to go against 11 strong women. So I'm excited.
For real. Do you find it's easier or harder to like train like in a variety of ways so you can have a toolbox, or are you like really focusing on your sharpshooter, Amanda?
I've kind of been training the same, but just more often, more variety. Yeah. So I guess actually I have added a lot of things that I wasn't doing before, and hopefully it'll pay off.
Nice. Kathy?
Yeah, like I've been doing my regular training and then just a lot more, just every day trying to just do more, just like risk specific exercises and that kind of stuff. But yeah, yeah. And then when I'm on the table, I just try to do more. I try to stay for a while and just do a pretty long session. So make sure I really burn it. So yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
I think you're one of the most seasoned of everybody, and you've been able to participate in one of these before as well. So, do you feel like you're doing similar training to what you did at last May, or did you decide, hey, I didn't like XYZ, so I'm going to switch up a couple of things?
Was that to me? It cut
Yeah.
out for a second. Okay, cool.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
No, I would say one thing that I've done in the last, I would say about 8 months, I started doing it. I'll just go ahead and tell you guys. If you've never swung a mace bell and a mudgar, like Indian mudgar, and like the heavier like Persian clubs and stuff, I kind of got into that the last 8 months or so. Just having like, the swinging and the movement, I think the rotation, the momentum, and like controlling that has been really cool. And it's very applicable, I think, to arm wrestling. And of course, like it's been 8 months and I'm just kind of gradually building the tools and the weight on it and all of that. Right. But the reason why I did that is I'm 49. I don't know if I'm one of the most senior ones here or if I'm in the running with some of you, but before arm wrestling, of course, I played women's full tackle football for a number of years, and I was a soccer goalie for a number of years. So my body's kind of beat up just from a lot of different contact sports, as I'm sure a lot of ladies have experienced other kinds of ways with that. So I feel like now my training is it's still very arm wrestling specific, but I've added some other things that I think transfer on the table, and they just like keep me interested too in trying new stuff. So it's pretty cool.
I love that.
So we'll see how that goes. We'll see what that did to my hand strength, and
So basically, if and when you come in first, everybody's gonna run out and grab.
I just
What was that
suggested.
called? What was that called?
Yeah, like mace bells, so like the long metal, they're like, all the weight is in the bell on the end, right? So a steel mace and mudgur, those are the wooden ones, and Indian clubs, they're awesome. So they're really cool. And I've only hit myself a few times with them, so that's the hard part. But that's another thing too, right? Like I think all of us are, we've got a lot of stuff in life, and it's cool when you're doing those. You have to really like just think about that and be in the moment. And I think that's something that helps too.
Right. So what you need to do is bring a vendor with you that can set up a table in the back.
Yeah.
And you can sign them and stuff.
Yeah.
Profit.
I'll call Lucas Raymond, see if he makes any of those. He's my guy for making some stuff. So, yeah.
Very cool. So it's funny because I was looking up and it's been a while since we've gotten to chat with all of you here on the show. So if you don't mind, I'd love to just kind of hear, you don't have to remember the exact date, but from the last time you were on the show till now, a lot of you have gone on to do some really amazing, cool things and grown in the sport in your own ways. So I'll give you a couple of minutes to think about, like, all right, where was I when I was on the show and where I am now, and just give us a couple of highlights that you got to accomplish between now and then. Well, I do a shameless plug. So shout out to the chat. Thank you everybody for joining in. We got JoJo the Terminator. She will be joining these ladies on April 11th. She was on the show last week with us. Carolyn Looms is in the chat with us. Amanda, she was on the show here shortly too, and Sayla, and then Matt Oliver and Ryan Boussier. So thank you everybody. Happy to have you here with us, hanging out tonight. All right, that was your little commercial break. So, Maddie, tell us about your life.
My life for the last, okay. So I think the last time I was on the show was right before Montana. I had a super match in Montana. I was the main event. I won 3-0 against Jolene Anderson. That was probably one of the biggest highlights I've had in arm wrestling. And then, so that was last October, like a year last year, not this past October. And yeah, I kind of stopped arm wrestling for a little bit. Had some family things going on. We moved, so I was helping my mom and sister get through that. And I've also lost nearly 100 pounds, so that's really exciting. So just now getting back into training the last couple months, and just my new body, my new skin. So it's been exciting. So this will be the first big match since last October.
Very cool. Very cool. Yeah, so excited, so proud, so happy for you. So continue to shine and rock it out. And I know that come April and in just 7 weeks, you will. You will impress us all.
Thanks.
Kathy?
Actually, this is my first time on your on your shows. I know.
Sure.
I'm shy, so I probably just, turned it down a few
planned
times.
it.
Maybe.
We planned it, and then it didn't happen.
Yeah.
That's what happened. I'm so
Yeah.
sorry.
So I don't know. Just a few things recently. Well, I went to the Shaw, the Strongest Arm on Earth tournament. That was really fun. I ended up coming third on one arm and second on the other. And yeah, that was fun. Met some ladies I hadn't met before. And more recently, I went to a MAC event, and that one was in Rochester, New York, and that one was pretty fun. Not too many ladies pulling, unfortunately, but I really like what Ian Carnegie's trying to do, and I find the MAC events really run fast and are really fun to watch. So
Nice.
yeah.
Well, how did you fare on the MAC table? Like, do you like it? Do you prefer it, or?
I prefer it because of the bigger area that you work in. I believe it's 11 inches. So you can move around a lot more. I like that you just start in ref's grip. If you slip and go to straps, then everything subsequent, you just go to straps. So I don't know, it takes away a lot of the sort of, and then you can raise your arm up to, I think it's an inch off the table without getting an elbow foul. So it's yeah, like so little elbow things, so it's just a lot better flow, I guess, than some really traditional events. So yeah, it's fun. I like the table, actually. I like it a lot. So
Nice. That would have been helpful for some of the people at East versus West today.
yeah, some of those guys, their arms are so big that they barely move and they're off the pads. So like, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Amanda.
Let's see. I was on actually almost a year to the day because I was on before Alabama State last year,
Yep.
and we're about to have Alabama State next weekend. So, and as far as what I've been doing, I definitely up the training that I had been doing. I got some private training and went to some tournaments in Tennessee, Battle at the Shore, Georgia, and all around. And I can't remember what I ended up getting at each one. Got some first and first, some second and first, some, but
It was gold and silver, babe. Gold and silver.
yeah, yeah. And, but I really feel like comparatively last year to this year, I am a different puller. Um, Things just finally clicked in my head on the table. Everything became one. Like my head wasn't telling my body to do something it wouldn't do, and vice versa. And I am really excited to see how I'm going to do, now, because like here, I don't really have any women to pull. And so I pull with my team, the guys, and I know that seems pretty good, like it's going better. So I'm just super curious to see how it's going to go when I actually get to group up with some women.
Definitely. Martha.
I had to check the date on when I was with you last. I feel like it was 2024. So I don't know. I think in that, I would say, like if we're talking biggest accomplishments. So in the 78 plus senior at IFA Worlds previously. So that's, of course, the class with no cap on the top and 18 and up, right? So previously, I think the best I had ever done at that was fifth, and I took second in Azerbaijan to Anna Johansson, who is just amazingly strong, and got to meet her there. So now, chasing her and hoping for this year as well. So that's good. I really set a goal to focus on that category. So I was pleased with that. And
Perfect.
Yeah.
Because that will be a couple weeks after the round robin. You'll go to Ohio to qualify for that, correct?
Yeah. It's like the last week of April, I think. Last week of April, and then IFA's in Japan. So I think that would be pretty awesome. So.
And you guys are in October, correct?
It's IFA. Like the IFA is, I think this year it's September. It's actually earlier. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Mm-hmm.
I always get the two mixed up.
Well, it fluctuates. Sometimes it's September, October. It's even been November before. But yeah, it's like the week of the 21st in September this year.
Very cool. Well,
That's
That'll
my
be
goal as well, Martha.
Kathy will have so much fun in Japan together.
We're going to be probably in the same class too. Are you in the 50 plus or are you in the
78 plus, right?
at the age?
For the age.
Oh yeah. I technically I am, but am I ready to sign up for a 50 plus tournament by then? I don't know. I might do another year or two with the younger
Yeah.
40s, and then of course I will do the seniors. I have to decide between masters and grandmasters. I don't know if I'm in emotionally the right place yet. So we'll see.
Yeah. Okay.
You
I'll make that
can
decision
always put it off. You can't bring it back.
Right. So, we'll see.
I love that. Jolene wants to know. Oops, I think I accidentally deleted your comment, Jolene. I did. Nope, I didn't. I just scrolled. All right. She's like, ladies, is your right arm or your left arm better? So your left is not better than your right. Liar.
I can say I'm a right arm specialist. My left is missing a few ligaments, so I don't actually pull on the left side. I just root you all on the left side.
She gives us a fighting chance on the left side. We appreciate you, Martha. So, Maddie's left is the bag holder.
Yes, I save left for Mondays when I don't arm. Yeah, not if it doesn't do anything. It doesn't work. So
No.
yeah,
Kathy
it's okay.
has a very amazing left, but she also has a very impressive right as well too.
Yeah. I don't know. My left wrist is stronger, but my left arm isn't as strong. And then my right arm is stronger, but the wrist is weaker. So I don't know. It's like a little bit of good and bad for each arm.
It keeps people guessing because after they pull you on one arm and then they pull you on the other, like, wait a second, that was different.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I love it. What's up, Steph? Welcome in. And then Joe says, I happen to know Shauna is also going to IFA World. Man, IFA World is going to be the place to be for some incredible, talented ladies. Because I believe, what's her? Not going to even try to remember. There's too many people. But there's a lot of people that have said that they're interested in IFA Worlds this year. So, Team USA, go represent, and good luck to you all with that for sure. Yeah,
and Team Canada, right, Kathy?
Right. Team North America.
Yeah.
But bring it back to all the places, the Canada and the US. So even though we beat y'all in hockey, just saying. Sorry, that's there.
Yeah, that hurt.
I mean, does it really when the reason that we won was because of a Canadian?
I don't know. Yeah.
Y'all can technically take a little bit of credit. So, Steven, hello. Sensei Magnet here. Hope to meet you all one day in New York. Nice. That's up by you, Maddie. And then we were talking about sushi. Sweet. I can't eat sushi. I'm not gonna do it. But so that actually does a good point. So for a lot of us when we go to like these big events, we have our own little rituals. We get, either the music going or we get into a corner and we do like our whole big shebang. Do you feel like that is going to be kind of amplified in an event like this? Or are you kind of going to try to come in as calm and collected and just like go with the flow as possible? Or are you going to really stick to wear the jersey inside out and say 3 Hail Marys the night before? Maddie?
Okay. I don't know because I feel like how I think about a round robin is like I feel like if I pull first, I'm just waiting for everyone else to go. So it's like I usually have music in, get like hyped up, and then after my first match, am I supposed to like put my headphones back on? I don't know, but I'll probably just be like locked in the whole time. I'm definitely not someone that like talks to others before and like after. I'll be like chatting to everyone. So just hopefully just stay locked in and focused. That's pretty much my goal.
Amanda?
I know before I pull, I definitely will put on the headphones, get in the zone, and a- after the first time I pull, I don't usually put them back on, but I just kind of watch and you know observe how things are going and who's doing what and all that good stuff. And but I definitely am not going to be approaching the round robin the same way I have done some tournaments in the past. I'm taking some pages out of some of the other competitors' books as far as it's not friendly before. So, and my husband feels like that's a weakness of mine. So, is being too friendly to the point of helping other people. So, that are about to pull me. But
He's wrong.
yeah, I mean, it's who I am. I can't help it, but I'm gonna have to. So, but yeah, I'm gonna
Have a little
definitely be in the
apple
zone.
prod and just follow you around and be like, don't talk to her. Don't.
Yeah. uh,
Kathy?
Yeah, I have a tendency to do that too. I'm just, I have a lot of nerves and I usually feel pretty nauseous beginning before any of these things. So I'm probably just dealing with that. And then once we start, I'm always fine. It's just, but I'll be watching the other ladies because there are so many I'm not familiar with and different styles. And I'll be curious to see what they do. And yeah, that just, it'll be interesting. Looking forward to it.
Martha?
Yeah. I would say I have a process where I kind of warm up my old rubber bands and get them going, get them stretchy, and then yeah, I'm just kind of doing my own thing when I do that. And then once I'm warmed up and once the first match or matches, a little bit, I tend to keep warming up as I keep pulling,
Mhm.
So yeah, for me the focus is on just not being cold anymore, not being cold and tight. I want to be warm and ready to go. So I have a pretty standard approach for that.
Definitely.
Mhm.
So, looking at the incredible 12-woman roster that you ladies are going to be able to be a part of, and I can just throw it up. 2 seconds. Come on, bro. There we go. So obviously this is everybody, but we have Stephanie and Frede, Amanda, Uzier, Lorraine, and then Martha. Scanning over, Tiffany, and I'm going to forget somebody, Katie, Kathy, Maddie, and Crystal. Yes, I remembered everybody. Yay, me. Who is pulling in this thing. Is there one or two ladies that you're super excited to pull? And it doesn't have to be because you think they'll beat them or because if you want to say because it's a grudge match, that'd be great for our clickbait. But we need the watch hours, ladies. So be as controversial as you want. But who are you looking forward to pulling out of the 12 ladies? And no offense to anybody you don't pick, obviously. But
Let me ask you. Can I ask you a question? Is Mira also pulling in the 160 plus or in the lower?
I did forget somebody. Yes, I'm so used to her being in the lower weight class. Yes.
Yeah.
Marlene is pulling in the upper weight class.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I've never pulled Mira, so I'll jump in and say I'm looking forward to pulling her. I would say I think just from what I've watched, very fast. And so that's sometimes a challenge for me. So, I'm looking forward to it, seeing how my style works. And just because I think we were both in Tennessee, but we didn't end up pulling each other. So,
Right.
yeah. So that's one I'm looking forward, but everyone really just to
Definitely.
feel everyone's hands.
For sure. Amanda.
Pretty much, I don't want to give such a generic answer, but pretty much I am super excited to pull everybody because I have seen some people pull in matches. I have definitely heard names mentioned and people talking about the ladies, and I am just super excited to grip up with them and to feel that. So, and be able to say, oh, I pulled her, win or lose, however it goes, but just the experience. Now there are, people from my ish area that I hear a lot about that have piqued my interest for sure, like Katie, and I am super excited to grip up with her too, just because she's from around my area, in the southeast anyway. So,
Definitely.
and
Mary?
I have not encountered her so far. So,
Which is crazy, but that's cool. Cause it's just funny because like I pulled you a bunch and I pulled her a bunch, and then it's just funny that like that webbing never met.
yeah, yeah.
Maddie.
I have a couple. I mean, obviously, I'm excited to pull everyone, but I have like 3 different reasons, and I can speak the truth, so you can clickbait this. It's okay. So, I was lit to go against Marlene again. Last time I went against her, I was in college, just being, I want to go to arm wrestle in South Carolina, and I got my butt handed to me by her. So I'm excited to see how much growth I've had. That's really exciting. I'm excited to pull Martha again because I pulled Martha when I first started. So I'm excited, and we're like so opposite, I feel like, so it's really cool, different styles. And definitely Katie, just because everyone is like, in the beginning when this first came out, everyone was like, oh, Katie and Maddie. So I'm like, I'm obviously excited to pull her. So no, but definitely everyone. But I feel like those 3 were all so different. So it's going to be exciting to see that. But yeah.
Nice. Love it. Kathy?
I guess for me, nobody in particular, except for I'm curious to pull Martha because I pulled her last year. So I always like to pull people I pulled, like a while ago and see, progress or no or whatever. Yeah. And I've pulled Fred. I never know how to say her name, but I pull her pretty regularly. So I know, I know probably what she'll do. So, and Tiffany, I've pulled recently. So, but everybody else is new for me. So it's just exciting. Yeah.
I think that's what's cool about the uniqueness of this event is, you definitely have the Canadians and the Americans, and we pull each other, you guys pull each other, but then there's been places like the Arnolds and Mac events where we have seen that crossover before too. So it's not completely foreign as far as who's pulled who, but we might not be as familiar with the other side as some others. So I think those matches where it's the same country women against each other are almost more exciting because you guys have that prior knowledge and that base where you guys are all starting, and then you can really focus on the pullers that you don't maybe have as much familiarity with. So I think that's part of the really cool part about this round robin and how it was put together, for sure. So Stephanie says, I got to pull you at World's Strongest Arm. I'm assuming he's talking to you, Kathy. Is that Stephanie Spencer?
Oh yeah. Yeah, that was fun. Not in the. I don't think we pulled in the event. We did the after. We after pulled a little bit, so that was fun. Yeah.
Nice. And then Jolene says, got a lady from every bit of area of the sport, veteran pullers to newbies. Oh, yeah. I think the newest puller that we have is 6 months into the sport. And then, you know, obviously, if we look at the veterans, you're looking at double digits for as long as they've been in the sport. So it's definitely a fun little round robin. So awesome. So if there is one thing, and we talked about this at the last show, and I thought it was so fun. I was like, Lucky, you're a genius. This is a great question. Good job. But if there was one piece of advice that you would give your opponents for these last 7 weeks, what would it be? I'm doing another commercial. Y'all make sure if you did not grab East versus West, you can still grab it using the promo code LUCKY. Save yourself 5% on either the regular pay-per-view or the extended version. It was definitely worth the moolah. It was a great card. Lots of upsets today, folks. Lots of
For
upsets.
sure.
Some very, oh yeah, duh, we knew that was going to happen. But there was some where it was like, what did I just watch? So
Yes.
and I'm not just saying that at all because I want your money, but I am too. So, but it was a really, really, really good card. So even if you don't use my code, I do definitely think you should check out the matches, especially when they come out on YouTube, because they're definitely worth it. Shout out to the DMV brother Logan Benninger for getting on the wild card. You can see his match on the prelims on the East versus West YouTube. He wanted it. He got it. He did a fantastic job. So it just goes to show if you really put in work and you put in your time and money and sweat and equity into this sport, it sometimes really does pay off. So congratulations to him and his opponent for an awesome wild card. All right, commercial over break. So I called on first in a while. Martha.
So you're asking what my advice would be to any of my opponents? Well, like the joking part of me says, I would tell them that I've read recent research that they will perform better if they stay awake for 3 days prior to the joking side of me, obviously. But yeah, I would just say I hope you're working hard because I'm working really hard. So that would be it. You know. Mm-hmm.
Maddie.
I'll say the same thing I've always said is don't underestimate me. I know I'm the youngest in the class, but I'm there to show up and show out. So it's pretty much.
Nice. Amanda.
I don't know. Oh, I guess just yeah, everybody come ready because you never know what's going to happen.
Oh, you never know what's gonna happen. Dun dun dun.
Dun,
Kathy?
dun, dun.
Yeah, I mean, this is a hard question. I mean, yeah, just
Right?
just make sure you ate all your protein and veggies. So come ready and heal up any injuries. And yeah, I don't know.
Good. That's so good. Everybody, you all answered that question perfectly. You all get an A+ from the English teacher. Congratulations. So, no, I think, but yeah, no, I think again, those are great pieces of advice because, like I said, 2 of you have done this before, 2 of you are new to this, and you're just kind of feeling it out. And I think that really goes to show one, how brave you all are to either A, try it for the first time, or B, try it again. And then I really think too that it goes to show that like this is something that does work for female arm wrestling. And so, we talk all the time of how are we going to grow the sport, or how are we going to get the ladies together, or, all this stuff. And, this is technically the third big one that we've done as North America. I know Canada's done it a couple of times with a few of their clubs, and then we've done it down here with Too Strong for You, the club out of Michigan. And so now we're getting to see those things come together where we're actually doing it as a North American for a third time, and both classes are absolutely stacked with some incredible talent yet again. So I just, I think that's really cool. I think that's really telling to the ladies who are willing to put in time, equity, and money into something to make it something that's going to be really cool for not only yourselves, but for the ladies that you get to pull in just 7 weeks. So that's pretty awesome. So kudos to all of you for doing this again, or for the first time. So yay. So I'm trying to remember, because I definitely lost the list, because I'm pretty sure I left it in Ohio, because that's where the other things. So I was trying to remember what my last question was. And I can't remember what the last question was. So we're just going to go to the comments, because I think the comments had one. And then hopefully I'll remember while you all are answering this one. Has anyone had a significant injury that had made you rethink staying in the sport? Ooh, that's so dark, Jolene. Jeez. Not me.
No, me either.
No, me neither.
I guess you could say I have. It wasn't really an arm wrestling injury. It was an injury I first had when I played football, and I ended up rehabbing, and because I didn't want that to be why I retired, so I had to rehab, and then I played one or maybe 2 more years. I think only 1 more year after that. And then kind of had an aggravation of that pretty significantly, like in 2020, I would say it was. And so I still am dealing with that from time to time, but that's just like one of the love tokens, or like the little gifts of playing tackle football that'll always be with me. And probably for a few minutes, I thought maybe I can't do this sport anymore because of that. But I think it probably only lasted a couple minutes. And then I was like, well, of course I'm going to keep trying to do this. So, I think when those things happen, it lasts for maybe, it's pretty fleeting, but I think that's just a reality for any of us. And that all of us at a certain point, you'll have an injury that's part of sport. Right. And, but yeah, you just keep going,
Definitely. Maddie, you did pretty well with softball, and then coming into arm wrestling? So
yeah, mine was like a little bit more, never had an injury. I'm going to knock on wood, because now that we said all this. Luckily, no injury. I did witness an injury on the table right before they called me up at the IFA Worlds, and it freaked me out, especially because a lot of the first 3 years of my arm wrestling career, I was like going back and forth between college softball, so I'm off all spring, and then I'm coming back for the summer, and then I worked out for the summer, and then back to college. So that was like the first 3 years. So it was mainly like I was making sure mentally that I was safe, and I've witnessed an injury, so it kind of freaked me out enough because I was on scholarship for softball, so I didn't want to get hurt. But now it's more like I need to make sure I'm doing the right thing so I don't get hurt. So, yeah.
Love it. Well, first off, glad y'all are still in the sport, regardless. Shout out to Jolene for staying in the sport. Just like, coming back from my arm break. There are some ladies in the round robin that have broken their arms. I think I know of 3. So I think that's really cool that despite those 3 ladies experience, that on the table that they're still willing to do something, especially at something as big as a round robin where you're pulling 11 other women in the same day. So kudos to all of you ladies who are doing that. That's awesome. And so I think the final question, because I can't remember what the good one was, so we're just gonna go with the backup one, is some of you have hinted towards already, but what's the next eye on the prize for you all after the round robin?
I can go first. I've been training really hard for the round robin, but not only that, they just announced my super match with Sarah Wilson in June at the MAC event, so that's gonna be really exciting. She's ranked second in North America. I'm ranked third, so that's really exciting. So that's what I'm looking forward to. And after that, it's all like written in pencil right now. We're just getting through the round robin, and then I'll be on to the challenge match, and then hopefully other stuff after that. But yeah, that's just me.
Perfect. Love it. Good luck.
Mhm.
Amanda.
I'm having a hard time thinking, but I know I have Alabama State this coming weekend, and then I know there are some things that some boom production tournaments that I want to go to. I would like to come to Virginia. But I really can't think. I had arm wrestling practice tonight or today and tonight, and I am kind of wiped out. but
That's
yeah,
fine. No
hopefully, hopefully a lot.
Right. Hopefully in August you come to the VAL.
Yes,
Okay. Cool. That's what we're gonna say. In
I
August.
have to qualify for Arnold this year so that I can go next year.
Okay, cool. So in August I'll see you at the VAL.
Indeed.
Kathy.
Yeah, so after the round robin, then we have our provincials, I think in May, and then we have nationals in June, June or July. I can't remember. And then yeah, like the big thing for me is the IFA Worlds in Japan. I'm hoping to bring my family and sort of make a trip out of it too and see Japan. And yeah, so that's our goal. Looking forward to seeing Sarah and Maddie's match though too. That'll be fun.
Oh, thanks.
Perfect. Are you gonna be there?
Where is it?
New
Yeah,
York.
New York.
it's New York, maybe. Maybe.
That'll be so much fun.
Yeah.
Well, I think I mentioned some. So I guess in addition to what I mentioned earlier, I would say maybe on a MAC table somewhere. So I got Kathy. You're gonna have to tell me next time there's a MAC situation happening somewhere, like in the middle of us. Like we could do that. And then I know there's like, isn't there like an arm melter situation going on in the summertime, right? That's supposed to be a great tournament, which I've never made before. Other dates or things. So once I know when that is, that'll probably be something that goes on my calendar. Hopefully this year.
Nice.
That's something to do kind of in between this flurry upcoming and then IFA in September, hopefully.
Is Michigan on your radar again this year? They moved it.
Probably. I like Michigan State. There's always a lot of women there. It's it's one of those things where oftentimes we're like, yeah, do I want to spend the time and the money? Are there going to be women there? And Michigan State's is one that you can usually bank on there being a lot of great women there. So probably, I'll say probably.
I'll take probably.
Yeah. It's not too far out of my area. Not a long drive.
For sure. Well, very cool. Well, ladies, thank you so much for joining us this evening. You guys are absolutely incredible, and I was just really excited to not only get to chat with you, but also excited to see exactly how you fare coming up here at the Queen of the Table. And make sure y'all check out these ladies, follow them. For those of them who post stuff on social media, which is not very many of them. I'm not jealous or at all. To the fact that they are all super private. But if you find stuff, you definitely want to make sure that you check it out, because I'm telling you, I think all 4 of these ladies, and I don't say this lightly, all 4 of these ladies have incredible matches out there that you will be absolutely impressed by. And they really put their heart and talent into when they pull. So I'm telling you right now, these 4 ladies are going to do incredibly well here in a couple of weeks. And also, like, just go check out their stuff for real. I can't think of a boring match I've watched that had any of the in it. So it's kind of really cool. You can see Amanda's matches on my page because she don't post them, but.
I used to say, I think it's mean to post videos when you beat people. And somebody told me, honey, they're posting the videos where they've beaten you. I was like, oh, okay.
Stop.
So make sure, jot down all these ladies' names, look them up on YouTube. They all have some incredible matches. Shout out to Martha Swick and Christina Castro. They have some insane matches.
I love Christina Castro. She's one of my favorite arm wrestlers out there, and we've had some good ones, her and I, over the years.
For real. So make sure. I don't remember where it was. Somewhere in Ohio.
It was in Ohio, yeah. At one of Billy Collins' like Garage Wars, I think.
I think that's what it was called. Yep. So check out. Just type in Christina Castro, Martha Swick, Garage Wars. I'm telling you, it is well worth the watch. It is incredible. Martha doesn't pull that way anymore, guys, so don't study it too hard. Just enjoy it.
Yeah.
Not giving away any secrets.
It was a good one.
But Kathy and Freddie also have some really impressive matches that they've done where Kathy just and then Kathy and I have some pretty cool matches where she absolutely dominated me, which was incredible. Like I can't wait to feel that power again, girl. Like, hello. Maddie's right. Maddie, you have to not blink when you watch Maddie's matches, because if you blink, you will miss it. So
You just posted like 5 of my videos.
I know, and it was like a 3-second video, and there was 5 matches.
I'm sorry.
So, and again, another one that has some great matches is Amanda, but also don't study too hard because she don't pull that way anymore. So don't be thinking one thing.
That's what I was thinking in my head. I was like, I hope they do. I hope they do go study those matches.
Okay, Amanda 100% still pulls that way. So make sure you're prepared for that. Someone they've always wanted to pull past or present. Okay, that's a cool question. I think. Courtney asked that last week. That was fun. Is there anybody that you could think of? I'm trying to think. I've always wanted to pull Sarah Latona. That's who I've always wanted to pull.
That's a good one.
For me, Josie Morneau. I think we were in the Arnold together once, but we never pulled each other. And I think she'd be awesome. And I would have loved to pull Kathy Merrill, just to feel her. I got to pull Lori Powell before, which was really cool to be able to pull her. So, I think just those are 3 ladies. Mm-hmm.
So, I'll have to tell you after the show, Kathy. Okay, never mind.
For me, I don't know. I've never actually pulled Michelle Dugan. I'm curious to feel her. Angie Rose, maybe. Other than that, I don't know.
No, that's fair.
Yeah.
Angie's a good one.
Yeah.
Maddie, you're getting ready to pull one of your big ones here
I
in a couple
know.
of months.
That was always one when I first started. I was like, I always watch Sarah, so it's gonna be Wilson. So it's gonna be really exciting to like actually like. I might get like fangirling over her. I'll be like, oh my gosh, on the table. But no, I'll be fine. I gotta
For you
lock in that
too,
day.
be like, you can't be with me till after the match.
Yes, I'll be locked in that. So I was telling Amanda like I can't talk to you. I'll say like hi. No, I'm kidding. But she's great. I'm really excited to pull her. I definitely want redemption of my first match ever against Alexandra. I've been saying that. I don't even know if she pulls anymore. I really hope so because I want a rematch. And then now that I'll be going in the lighter weight class, that's the plan. Definitely have some few potential looks for that. So yeah, I guess you'll have to wait and see.
Stay tuned, folks.
Stay tuned.
I love it. Well, cool. Well, ladies, it's almost 11, and I know, some of y'all like to go to bed and sleep and stuff.
Yeah.
I'll let you go. Thank you again for joining us this evening, chat. Thank you for hanging out with us. I appreciate you guys so much. We wouldn't have a show without the fans, and I wouldn't have the fans without these amazing arm wrestlers that come and humor me. So I appreciate you all so much. Good luck to all of you here at Queen of the Table, and we will see you here in just 7 weeks, friends. 7 weeks to the day, we will have first, second, and third, all the way down to 12th place, and we will all be crawling in bed, sore and tired from an amazing day of an all-female event. So I can't wait.
I can't wait either.
Thanks, Lucky.
Mhm.
You're welcome. Sweet
Yeah,
dreams,
thank you.
everybody, and see y'all later.
I love you.
Bye.